Someone stole all my money. That was unexpected. Hello, I'm Kev, and today I'm grumpy because anyone who listens to the Mature Gamer podcast will have noticed that in this week's episode, about an hour and a half in, I suddenly disappeared and left Sheepdog to end the show. That's because as we were recording it last night, we were just doing everything as normal. About, I don't know, 5 past, 10 past 11, maybe even a little bit later, I got a text from my bank saying there's some transactions that have gone through on your account. Can you just confirm that they're correct? And none of them were. It was really weird stuff to websites I'd never seen before, companies I'd never heard of. So I put a little no, and immediately the bank were on the phone to me. I had to mute my microphone, take the call, and it turns out that someone has got hold of my debit card details, so the card that's linked to my bank account. They've bought themselves a mobile phone through EE. They've booked themselves into 3 different hotels in America, and they've also got loads of room service and extra bits and bar bills for these hotels. Transactions getting down as small as the last couple were for 10p, as they were trying to get the last remnants of money out of the account because they'd taken everything, and anything bigger than that was getting declined. So they started off with the big stuff and it gradually got smaller as they were starting to get declined for more expensive things. It was very carefully and scientifically done. It all took place over a period of about 45 minutes. They started doing it, it was after 10 o'clock last night, and the bank were on the phone to me shortly after 11 o'clock. And in that time they cleared my account out completely, leaving me with just 94 pence left before I hit my overdraft limit, which was nice. On a positive spin, the bank were excellent. Like I say, they were on the phone to me within an hour of this starting. I was on the phone to them for maybe 20 minutes. We went through every transaction for yesterday, one by one. There were a couple that I did because we went out and about in Grantham, as you saw in the vlog, but we went through everything, highlighting all the ones that obviously weren't me. Had to answer a few security questions like, did I still have the card with me? Yes, it was in my pocket the whole time. All that stuff. And they've immediately cancelled the card off completely and have put through a refund of all these transactions. Unfortunately, the way the refund works is it hits the bank, it hits my balance on the day that the transactions leave the account. So because of the fact it all happened on a Friday night, and again, I guess this is part of the plan that these monsters had, because it all went through on a Friday night, the money's not going to be reappearing in my account until Monday, which means I've got no money for the weekend, basically. So it's credit card time and Anna time to get us through the weekend. Luckily, we've got food to get through the weekend. We're not planning on going anywhere. I put petrol in the car yesterday. We'll be fine. NatWest, again, because they're excellent, said any direct debits that come out over the weekend, they'll honour anyway. So that's handy, because a direct debit for my house insurance came out today, and yes, they did honour it. It's taken me over my overdraft limit now, but there's not going to be any charges. The direct debit itself didn't bounce, so it's all going to be resolved by Monday. But it wasn't the kind of thing you expect to happen at 11 o'clock on a Friday night. My bank account looks horrible because it's 0 available funds. It's massively overdrawn, but it'll all be resolved by Monday. But be careful where you put your card details online, folks. I only got this was a new card that I only got in February, so somehow, somewhere in the 6 weeks or so that I've had this card, what month are we? It's April, more than 6 weeks. In the 10 weeks I've had this card, I've obviously used it either in a shop where it was a bit dodgy, or they've had their data stolen, or I've used it online somewhere that I shouldn't have used it, and the card details have been taken and then sat on by somebody until they waited for the opportune moment to go in there and completely rinse me dry. I asked the bank if it was something that, would I ever find out what happened? Would I ever find out who it was, or how they did it, or what site it was collected to, or what cash machine it was connected to? And they said, no, we'll do an investigation, but we don't share that with customers. You get your money back straight away, and from then on it's our issue. It becomes them that the money's been stolen from, because they've reimbursed me and now they have to go and find out and get it back, and it happens so often that they don't share that details back with us, so I'll never find out exactly what caused it. I have my suspicions. There's a few websites that I bought a few things from recently that if I had to put money on who it was, I know who it would be, but I'm not going to publicly shame them because obviously I don't know. And I don't think it's that website that have done it maliciously. I just would suspect their security isn't as good as it could be. And if it was going to get stolen from anywhere, it probably got stolen from them. But it's one of those things that happens. In the grand scheme of things, there's no harm done. My money comes back. It's a bit weird though, isn't it? Today's gotten away from me a little bit. What is it? 6:15. I've spent the whole afternoon just playing Total Extreme Wrestling. Not even for YouTube, just playing it. Stupid money stealing swines. I don't like being poor. I've looked at my bank account 20 times today to see if the money's miraculously returned. Is this a snapshot into the future? Kev experiences having zero money in his bank account. It's rubbish. Not even in a Football Manager video yet today. Obviously not been out, not left the house. I mean, look at this day. Look. 6 o'clock. It's a wonderful day. This is only the second time I've been outside. Could have taken the drone out, could have taken Dave out. Could have just gone out. Could have played some more Fallout videos. Lots of stuff I could have done, didn't really do any of it. I have seriously just sat around and sulked. I've just done a bit of housework. Got some dinner in the oven now. Making a bit of a shepherd's pie deal. Hairy bikers, tumbled spuds. It's like shepherd's pie, but rather than mash, you have little chunks of potato on top. Lots of leek in it rather than meat. Anna's decided we're back on diets from Monday. So I know that's kind of where this vlog all started back in January, and then it all kind of stopped. Probably still in January, but I think that's going to be a thing again now. She was quite serious. She told me we're both on diets. So that starts Monday. Whether we'll weigh in on the vlog or not, I'm not entirely sure. I'm still trying to think of ways to get out of it, but the way she spoke suggested I probably wouldn't be getting out of it. So that's a thing as well. That's really cheered me up. Stupid day. We're going to stop this here. We don't want a Kev's grumpy vlog. It's rubbish. We'll be back with a happy fun Kev vlog tomorrow, because hopefully my money will be back. And if not, I might just go outside and experience the world rather than hiding in the house playing a wrestling management game. Yeah. Bye bye. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. Plans would come true. Spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.